I have to say that this album has been extremely strong from beginning to end, and I've been very surprised. Not like surprised like, Jethro Tull, like, man, they made a good album. Not like that at all. I just mean like I've heard such great music from them the past few years. I just wasn't expecting, I guess for lack of a better word, to hear so much more. Maybe that doesn't even sound as good as I wanted it to. Anyways, it is finally time to take these horses to stable, to put them and lock them up in the barn. Or no, maybe not in the barn. Let them free roam at night. Let them have their space. Anyways, we're going to finish out the album with the last track here on the album, which is Weathercock. I'm just going to go out on a limb and assume that maybe Weathercock's a type of horse or a bird, kind of like Stormcock. Maybe. I don't know. From Roy Harper. Anyways, let's go ahead and give the track a listen. Weathercock, here we go.
Good morning, Weathercock. How did you fare last night? Did the cold invite you? Did you face up to the fright? When the leaves spin from October and whip around your tail, did you shake from the blast? And did you shiver through the gale? And give us direction, the best of goodwill. Put us in touch with fair winds. Sing to us softly on evening song. Tell us what the blacksmith has done for you. Do you simply reflect changes in the patterns of the sky? Or is it true to say the weather heeds the twinkle in your eye? Do you fight the rush of winter and hold snowflakes at bay? Do you lift the dawn sun from the fields and help him on his way? Good morning, Weathercock, and make this day bright. Put us in touch with your fair.
Sweet guitar lick there.
Sing to us softly on evening song. Find the way to better days so we can share with you.
Here you go, get down on it.
Good morning, Weathercock, make this day bright. Put us in touch
That little lick that he's bringing in.
Sing to us softly on evening song. Find the way to better days we can share with you.
Dancing on that fret. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Come on. Weathercock is such a phenomenal choice to go ahead and end the album because it has this beautiful sense of progression within its 4-minute runtime. It starts off soft. Ian sounds absolutely wonderful. I love the combination of the guitar. First of all, actually, before I get to that, that little lick that oh my god, why do I forget people's names? Martin is coming up with that little lick that he comes up with in the midst of that chorus there that keeps on coming back. Ooh, it's just. That sizzles just nicely in here. And this is a track that kind of brings everything home. I mean, it really does call the horses home to not roost, but I don't know, whatever horses do at night. It calls them home for that. Like I said, it has a really nice progression within its runtime. It starts soft, it builds up, and into its very explosive flurry that it gets into at the end there. That's a nice little breakdown at the end with Ian, of course, blowing out some flute. Just that little rhythm that it comes up with. Just feels so good. Barlow brings in a few heavy drum moments as well, and I like how during the halfway point, it kind of has that marching sound, and the kick drum specifically, and maybe it's not, maybe it is, but it has that big oomph to it. It has that well-rounded boom, you know? And that just kind of moves everything forward. Getting back to what I was saying, about 3/4 of the way through, kind of right before the ending there, the combination of Ian's flutes and Martin's guitar, the way that they burn and sizzle and light up together, just absolutely fantastic. Everything in here is obviously fantastic. You guys listen to the album with me. If you got to this point, you probably listened to the rest of the tracks with me as well, and this has been genuinely an incredible album. I mentioned this before, but it really does sound like a more mature, somewhat more streamlined and cohesive Songs from the Wood. And I love Songs from the Wood. But off of a first listen, I gotta say that this feels like, okay, let's take that same formula, but let's kind of like mature this a little bit. This has been left to sit, let to marinate, and it comes out soaking with quality. That's all I gotta say about that. Weathercock. Good morning, Weathercock. How'd you fare last night? Did the cold wind bite you? Did you face up to the fright? When the leaves spin from October and whip around your tail, did you shake off from the blast? And did you shiver through the gale? Did you make it? Did you endure? Did you continue to progress and move forward? I'm assuming that Weathercock is a horse. Just really quick before I move on, let's go ahead and make sure that that is true. It says that Weathercock, a weather vane in the form of a rooster. Oh, okay. So you know at the top of like a barn, it looks like a little, not compass, but it has like the east, west, and north and south and everything, and it has the rooster shape, that little wind. Oh, okay. So that's what we're talking about. We're not talking about a horse, and that's why he's talking about the wind and, okay. See, sometimes you can't assume. You got to go ahead and go do a little Google search. Give us direction, the best of goodwill. Put us in touch with fair winds. Sing to us softly, hum evening song. Tell us what the blacksmith has done for you. Okay. I like how we've taken seemingly such an innate and random object in part of farm life, and Ian has gone ahead and written poetry concerning it. Do you simply reflect changes in the patterns of the sky? Or is it true to say the weather heeds the twinkle in your eye? Does this weather vane have power over the wind? I like this a lot. Do you fight the rush of winter and hold snowflakes at bay? Do you lift the dawn sun from the fields and help him on his way? And then it goes on to repeat that from there. It's seemingly random, like I said, in the subject matter, and yet it stands true of the rest of the album, and it stays true to the theme of the rest of the album with this kind of country living, this rurality. Is that a word? Rurality? Like, rural life, but like rurality. I don't know. If it's not a word, I think it kind of works. The whole album is soaked in this rustic folk style, and it's better for it. If you were to ask me right now what my favorite track on the album is, I don't know, because the whole album is kind of nice with it. I don't know. I mean, Heavy Horses, that might have some recency bias, but maybe the title track? I don't know, but this album is superb. Hey, let me know what you guys thought of it. You can let me know in the comments down below. You can follow me over on Twitter. You can support the channel. Over on Patreon. I hope that you enjoyed listening to the album with me, exploring the music with me. And that's the end of the video, guys. See you tomorrow. Bye.